All right, everybody, just find the end of your mat. Good. And we're just going to roll our shoulders and find your time here to begin to connect to your breath. Find that inhale on the way up and the exhale on the way down. And when you're ready, grab your hands behind you, open up your collarbones, lift your heart to the ceiling, not so much leaning back. And inhale, big inhale up. Exhale into heart center. Take a big breath up. Bend those knees, soft fold. Good. Round the spine on your rib cage. Let the head be heavy. Good. Bring yourself up just a little bit. So it might be on your shins or the top of your feet. And I just want you to sway into your hips. Let your back move. You can even drop your shoulder. Just kind of explore your movement here. Feel the stretch up into the hip as you alternate your legs. But just slow that down, bend the knees, bring your hands to the floor, walk back to downward dog. Good. Push the heels to the floor. Now I just want you to roll your shoulders and push your shoulders down, but they might feel like they're going up towards your hips. Good. Do that again. Roll and roll. Feel that heart pressing forward. Ears are right between the biceps. And roll. Good. And on an exhale, come forward into your plank. Hold the core in. Legs are active and strong. Listen to me. You're going to drop down with your elbows right by your side, halfway, and then come all the way back up. Okay, so it's four-limbed low staff, push back up. Now, chaturanga up dog. Good. Come up to tabletop. Good. And here, I just want you to explore that movement again. You might be going side to side, up and down in cat cow. Just what do you need today? And then take your knees out a little bit wider. Sit back as we go into our first child's pose. And roll up to your shins. We're going to take a step forward with our left leg. Make sure you're nice and wide here, sitting into this hole. Good. Open up your heart toward the ceiling. We're really spending some time here allowing this hip flexor to release. Breathe here. Good. We're just going to inhale our left arm up and just touch back. So you're just a little turn to the right leg. Good. Then spiral around and sit back. That should go into your hamstring. Good. Come forward. Spiral to the right. Push that hip forward, spiral down and sit back. And one more time, spiral around. And back. Good. Just push forward and lift into a lunge. Take a breath and revolve your lunge. You're going to your left. Nice strong leg in the back there. Breathe into what you feel here. Good. Take a breath. Come back to your mat. Step halfway in. Unhinge. Hands go to the hips. Push your hips forward. Open up the front of your body. So we're going for this long stretch in the hip flexor here. Good. From here, push your weight into your left leg. Just bring that right leg up and sit into a single leg chair. So we were stretching the front of the hip. Now let's move into that piriformis. Heart is tall. Eyes are forward, about 6 feet out in front of you. Shoulder blades are back and down. And take a deep breath up. Bring the hands, or the feet rather, to parallel. Exhale, hinge and fold. So now we're in a straight leg fold. Soften the knees if you need to. Walk back to downward dog. And we'll make our way to that plank. Four-limbed low staff. Inhale. Exhale back up. Inhale down, chaturanga up dog. And we're going to go to tabletop. Good. And this time, instead of moving on our own, we're going to all move together. Take a breath, extended table, right leg, left arm. Good. So really think about pushing your heel back. So I'm not pointing my toe. Straighten that leg. Bring it down, inhale, and switch. Think about making a straight line from your fingertips to your heel. Pull up through the belly button and down. Inhale, switch again. Down, inhale, and switch again. And down. Knees out wide, sit back, child's pose. From here, we're going to ease up to our knees. And when you're ready, Come forward with your right leg into your kneeling lunge. Take a breath up. Bring the hands behind you. Open the heart toward the ceiling. Really spend some time here relaxing into the glute and pushing into that left hip flexor. If you're having a balance issue, take this front leg out a little bit wider. Good. We're going to inhale with our right arm. Exhale, reach back with your left. Look behind you so you can see your left foot. And then inhale as you spiral and exhale back into your hamstring and lower back. Come forward, spiral around again to your left. Spiral down and sit back. And up, spiral. And around and sit back. Good. Come forward, lift into your lunge. And we're going to exhale and revolve to the right. Breathe into this. Keep low in the hips, long spine. Inhale, step halfway in and unhinge. Roll the shoulders open, hands to the hips. Push your hips forward. Good. Again, it's not about leaning back. It's about opening up this left hip. Adjust your feet if you need to for balance. Good. From here, shift your weight into your right leg. Inhale up. Take that left leg across, sinking into your hips, single leg chair. And reset. Inhale. Good. I just want you to drop your right arm behind you. Left arm goes over your head to your right ear. Just gently pull. Drop your right shoulder. Try not to lean. We're just going to switch. Good. Take a breath. Come back to the center. Bring the hands to the heart. Good. All right. We're going to warrior three here. Just watch me first. I'm going to inhale, warrior three. Go to airplane arms. Put my right arm down. Rotate. Then put your hands on the floor. All the way back up to airplane. Then we reset. So lots of movement in there. All right. Let's go together. Hands in heart center. And we'll just do one leg at a time. We're not going to alternate. Shoot back with the heel. Here we go. Warrior 3. Out to airplane arms. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, revolved half moon. Inhale, hands to the floor. Push through that left leg. Airplane arms. Bringing it back in into prayer hands. Good job. Let's do same side. Warrior 3. Airplane arms. Don't worry if you're not horizontal. Right hand to the floor, revolve to your left. You can always just touch your toe down here. Back to hands on the floor, bend your knee, take a breath, push up into airplane arms and reset. Ooh. All right, we got one more. Hinge over, airplane arms. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, revolve to your left. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, push up. Now this time, let your foot come back. Deep breath here, sink into your lunge. Good. Should be feeling that left hip in the front. See if you can drop this right knee a little bit. Push back into that knee. Feel that quad engage. Good. Big breath. We're going to shift our stance into a warrior stance. And down we go into warrior 2. Make sure that your heel of your front foot is lined up with the arch of your back foot. Turn that back foot slightly out. Your heel should be the farthest thing away. Straighten your legs and let's enjoy a triangle. With your breath, create lots of space between that top rib and hip. Good. Bring your hands to the floor if you need to. We're just going to unhinge. Good. Now, I just want you to take your left leg, that's your front leg, and just walk it to the other side of your mat. So the left side of your left leg should be on the left side of your mat. Then we turn, and now we're in warrior 1. So your stance should be half the width of your mat, or maybe even the width of your mat. So you can take that wide. Push the blade of your foot into the floor back here. So we're not letting the heel come up. Then we'd be back in a lunge. We already did that. Be strong here. I know you feel the stretch, but feel the strength too. Pull the core in. Good. Inhale as you straighten. Now let your hips pull back, straight spine here, and reach for the floor. Now, if you can't reach the floor, you can always come up here. You can be here, but do stay off of your knee. If you can reach the floor, you can slowly fold that. Don't try to fold it if you're way up here. Then you're just hunching your spine over, right? If you're up there, you should be with a straight spine. Good. Leave your right hand on the floor, preferably next to your left foot. But if you need to, you can take that more toward the center. And we're going to open up to the left, revolve triangle. Legs are straight. Good. Come around. Hands on the floor. Lift your back heel. Step back to downward dog. Find your plank. Good. Push those shoulders down. Draw the elbows in towards each other. Here we go. Four-limb low staff. So halfway down, push back up. Chaturanga to up dog. Good. And sit back into child's pose. Good. From here, hands to the floor, downward dog. Good. Lift your left leg into three-leg dog. Push that right heel down, reach up with your left leg. Inhale and step forward. Now you're going to take your right leg up to standing split. Bring the feet to parallel. Inhale, hands go to the shins or the feet, standing extension. Lengthening your spine, pull the ribs off your hips. Now exhale, drop the rib cage down the front of your thighs. Bend your knees. Lift your gaze, unhinge. We're rising up into mountain pose, bringing the hands into heart center. Take a few long breaths here. Shift your balance into your right leg. And we hinge over to warrior three. Take a breath and open out into airplane arms. Inhale, bring your left hand to the floor. Exhale, revolve to your right, revolved half moon. Inhale, bring the hands back to the floor. Push through that right leg, back up to airplane arms. Reset in your mountain pose. Hinge over, warrior three. Open up the arms. Left hand to the floor. Revolve to your right. Both hands to the floor. Lift airplane arms. Reset back to mountain pose. And one more time. Hinge over. Airplane arms. Left hand down. Revolve that half moon. Both hands down. And up into your airplane arms. And drop your foot back. Woo. And up we go into our lunge. So here your back heel is up, pushing the hips under your shoulders. Good. And from here, you're going to change into that warrior stance. And when you're ready, exhale into a nice deep warrior two. Trying to get your leg here parallel to the floor. Drop your shoulders back and down. And straighten your legs. Hinge over to a triangle. We're going to unhinge. Bring your hands to the floor if you need to. Take your feet, same position, but now you're the mat width apart. All right, so my right foot is on the right side of my mat, and my left foot is on the left side of my mat. Bend that right knee, pull the hips around, and we're in our great big warrior one. Good. Remember, glue your blade of your foot in the back to the floor. Good. Straighten your legs. Dive over. Remember your modifications. We're only folding the rib cage if we can put the hands on the floor and get the rib cage to the thigh. If you're still working on straightening your front leg, that's fine. And leave your left hand on the floor. Open up to your right. Your legs should be straight here. If you cannot straighten your legs, bring your hand more to the center to allow you to straighten your leg. More flexible, bring that hand right by your right foot. Good. From here, we're going to go to our lunge and then step back to downward dog. And enjoy your plank. Shoulders out of the ears, elbows pressing in, fingertips engaged with the floor. And forelimb low staff, back up. Chaturanga to up dog. And your child's pose. Bring yourself back to your tabletop and downward dog. Take a breath when you're ready. Lift your right leg into three-leg dog. Push down with that left. Press the heart toward the mat. Reach up with that right foot. Inhale as you step all the way forward with your right foot. And then your left one comes up for standing split. Try to touch your forehead to your shin. Bring the feet to parallel. Hands come to the shins, the feet, but engage your spine. Standing extension. Exhale, drop the ribs down the front of your legs. And find some deep breaths. Good, bend your knees. Press through your feet, unhinge. Bring the hands into heart center. Woo. Great job. All right, take a breath. Good, really push through your heels for a second. Your feet if you want, or lift the toes. Hinge and fold here. Feel those hips slide back. And really see if you can get lower to the ground with your hands, your fingertips, whatever that might be. Good. From here, walk back to downward dog. Lift your right leg into three-leg dog. Pull your heel into your hamstring. Now, point that right knee out to the side of the room you're in. Look under your right arm, and then try to pull your right foot way over there past the side of your mat. Inhale back to three-leg dog. Exhale, cross the midline of your body. So you're putting your shin on the floor. Your right foot, the one in front, is in front of your left hip flexor. And then your right knee is over here on the right side. If you can stay off of your hips, that's great. But if you need to modify, that's okay too. I just want you to take your back leg and engage it. It's straight, pushing the top of the foot to the floor. So we're not relaxing in a 90-90 stretch. You can fold this. You can stay up tall. Whatever you need to do to feel this pigeon coming around your back and into the glute and the hip. Feel your back as you breathe into your belly, expanding this stretch. Good. Ease yourself up from there. We're just going to go back to downward dog. You can take a walk with those feet if you want in your downward dog. And then we're going to inhale, taking that left leg up. Exhale as you push the heel down. And now pull your left heel into your hamstring. Point your knee to the side of the room and look under the left arm. Try to pull your left foot back past the right side of your mat. Strong arms here. Back to the three-leg dog and come forward with your left leg for your pigeon. Remember that each side might be different. You might have a hip that's tighter than the other one today. So treat this side as its own, modify where you need to. Reach back with that leg behind you, trying to pull the right hip forward here. Now we're going to walk ourselves up from here. Swing those legs around, feet out in front of you. Good. Find that nice long posture. I just want you to relax your hands in your thighs, on your thighs. Now, roll your shoulders back. Walk your sit bones back if you need to. I want you to find this posture where your tailbone is pointing down. What's the cat behind me? Then you've got a nice spine where your shoulders are back, but I'm not like at attention. They're just in this natural pose. And then I'm going to find the crown of my head. So I might see that my chin is slightly tucked. Ears are right over the shoulders. Now pull your belly button in. So we're just allowing for a natural core fatigue here. As you fatigue, you're going to want to start taking that spine toward the back of your mat. We're going to keep it tall. Check yourself. Are you starting to slouch? Good. And just allow that to release. Good. Come on down with me to the floor. Take your feet straight up in the air. Pull your toes back. And I want you to put your hips and your knees and your feet in a straight line. We're going to reach for our feet, but we're not going to bring our feet back towards our head. So I'm not going to lay my head down and just bring my feet back. Okay. I want my feet to stay in the same spot. And I'm going to exhale and reach up with my upper body and reach for my feet. Okay. All right. Go ahead and just put your hands up there in prayer. Take a breath. Reach and come back down. Breathe. Reach. Come back down. 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 Two more. Up. And one more. Up. Good. Now, with your left hand and your right leg, reach them out to the floor. Notice I'm still keeping my right hand up and my left leg exactly where it was. Exhale, pull those back together. Good. Now your right hand and your left arm. Keep the left hand up and the right leg up. Pull it back together. Switch again. A little bit of coordination in here, right? Pull it together. Right leg, left arm, or I'm sorry, left leg, right arm. And up. Switch, right leg, left arm. And up. Left leg, right arm. And up. Right leg, left arm. And up. Left leg, right arm. And up. Great job. Inhale. Pull your knees into your heart. Good. From here, reach to the inside and grab the outside of your feet. Good. So we're kind of in a reclined bound pose here. Good. And then when you're ready, pull your heels to the ceiling. Happy baby. Put your feet together. Now let your feet come to the floor. If you want a little extra, put your hands on your legs. Good. And then bring your knees back towards your heart. Take a breath, open your arms, drop your knees away from me. Inhale. And exhale, look the opposite direction of your knees. Good. From here, come back to the center. Drop your knees the other way. Inhale. And then exhale and look away. Bring your knees back to the center and put your feet on the floor. Keep your arms spread out. Walk your feet out about the width of your mat. You might need to go a little narrower or wider. And I just want you to keep your feet on the floor, but just windshield wiper back and forth. Slowly here at your own pace. Feel that stretch in the hip flexor. So if you're going to the left with your knees, you'll push the hip flexor on the right and vice versa. And just wherever you're at, give me one more on each side. And then you can let those knees fall together or ease yourself out into your corpse pose. Remember that rest pose begins with arriving there. It's more mental than physical. It's really just closing the door on the work you just did and then just arriving in a new room. Begin feeling your body in contact with the floor and wiggle your fingers and toes. When you're ready, draw those knees in again and roll yourself to one side. And when you're ready, join me seated. Relax your hands on your legs. And put your hands into prayer and just take a moment here to connect to your breath. Feel your inhale and your exhale. Bring it all the way to your belly. And let's take a deep breath up. Inhale. Push the room away. Bring your hands to the floor behind you. Open your heart to the ceiling and relax that. Inhale up and bring the hands to heart center. Good. Pull your shoulders down, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Back to center. Look to your right. Look to your left. Back to center. Inhale up. And exhale down. God bless you guys. Namaste. Great job. See you next time.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly. See you Friday.